Hello, kindergartners, and welcome to another online story time with the Massanutten Regional Library. I'm Miss Stephanie. I'm one of the children's librarians at the Page Public Library, and today I'm really excited to share books about shoes. And the first one is called Whose Shoe? And it is written by Eve Bunting. There's something in that tall bamboo. Oh my goodness, it's a shoe. Finders keepers? That's not true. I'll find the owner of this shoe. Tiger, I have found a shoe. Who has lost it? Was it you? It wasn't I. As you can see, that shoe would be too small for me. My feet are dainty, but I know my claws need space if they're to grow. But someone's lost it, don't you see? For him, that's a catastrophe. He might still have the other shoe and be unhappy, wouldn't you? I'll try to find him. I'll pursue it. It will be good if I can do it. Spider, I have found a shoe. I know it's way too big for you. Still, I want to be polite. I'm asking everyone in sight. I see your mother taught you well. You've got good manners, I can tell. My shoes are tiny, you are right. I always tie the laces tight. If I lost one, I'd be upset. Spider shoes are hard to get. I have 8. I take great care of all my shoes since they are rare. Bird, is this your shoe? I think it might belong to you. That shoe would be too big for me as I fly high from tree to tree. It might fall off on someone's head. I leave my shoes at home instead. It's very nice of you to try, but shoes are useless if you fly. Hippo, have you lost this shoe? I found it in the tall bamboo. There's one thing I find hard to take when I'm standing in my lake. I hate that mud between my toes. I'm rather fussy, I suppose. So I wear shoes. I have 4 pair, and I don't really need a spare. I want to thank you for inquiring. Your honesty is quite inspiring. Hello, I found a lonesome shoe. Someone lost it. Was it you? I never wear a shoe like that. I like high heels and that one's flat. These high heels make my ankles trim. They make my legs look rather slim. And so thank you, but I must decline. My high-heeled shoes suit me just fine. Good morning to you, kangaroo. I found this handsome, lonesome shoe. Oh, goodness me, that's my shoe. I threw it in the bamboo. I have to say I am astonished that you actually found it. It hurt my foot. That made me cross. I gave this shoe a hearty toss. Would you like to have this shoe? It's not worn out. It's still brand new. Thank you kindly, kangaroo. That's so considerate of you. I know exactly what to do with this handsome, lonesome shoe. Who says that shoes are just for feet? I'm glad my search is now complete. The stars are shining overhead. I'm happy in my king-size bed. The end. All right, so for our next book about shoes, here's one called Shoe Dog. And this book is written by Megan McDonald. Oh, look at the puppy. Who's a good boy? You're so cute. Yes, you are. He perked up an ear at the kitschy-coo words. Dog wanted a home, a real home, a place full of hundreds of nose kisses, dozens of tummy rubs, a place as warm as soup and as cozy as pie. A place with room to run and things to chew. But he did not want a boring old bone, a squeaky old toy, a smelly old sock. No, he wanted, what did he want? A shoe. Shoe Dog, she herself called him. You're so cute, but that very day, Shoe Dog chewed through 5 high heels, 4 flip-flops, 3 sneakers, 2 boots, and 1 wingtip. Bad dog, she herself said. That night, Shoe Dog slept at the bottom of the big bed. She did not give Shoe Dog 1 ear scratch or head pat, not 1 tummy rub, not a single nose kiss. Aww. The next day, she came home with a new box. Not a big box, not a little box. A just right box with noisy paper inside. Grrr. Shoe Dog nosed open the lid. He rustled and tussled with the noisy paper. New shoes! Bad dog, she herself wagged and pointed. Shoe Dog had to spend a long while on the corner rug with not one thing to chew. That night, Shoe Dog did not sleep on the big bed with the cozy covers in the land of upstairs. But the very next day, she came home with another new box. Not a big box, not a little box, a just right box. This time she took it straight to the land of upstairs. Shoe Dog turned circles. Shoe Dog jumped at the gate. Shoe Dog jumped over the gate. He raced up the stairs. Ba-doom, ba-doom. Sniff, sniff. He sniffed here, and everywhere. There, on the bed was the new box, and inside the box was a brand new pair of shoes. Shoe Dog settled down between the arms of the comfy chair in the land of upstairs to have himself a good chew. Bad, bad dog, she herself said. That night, Shoe Dog slept downstairs on the cold, cold floor with only a mop for a friend. Aww. Shoe Dog did not want to go back to the land of sad puppies or scratched-up cats or one-eared bunnies. No. For the next long while, Shoe Dog was a good dog. He did not chew as much as a flea bite. Then one day, she herself came home with a great big, munchy-crunchy, crinkly-wrinkly, bright, shiny bag full of 1, 2, 3 new boxes. She took the big bag up the stairs. Shoe Dog lifted an eyebrow, twitched a whisker, perked up an ear. Was it? Could it be? Shoe Dog was sure he heard the friendly rustle-bustle of noisy paper. Shoe Dog raced up the stairs again. Ba-doom, ba-doom. Sniff, sniff, sniff. He sniffed beneath the big bed. No shoes. He sniffed all around comfy chair. No shoes. He sniffed under the forest of dresses. No shoes. There! Way up high on a tippy-toppy shelf above the forest of dresses was the bright, shiny bag with box after box after box inside. Shoe Dog leaped into comfy chair. He pulled and pawed and tugged and lugged and... crash! Down came bright, shiny bag. Down came a tumble of boxes. Down came a jumble of noisy paper, shoes and all. Shoe Dog stood still. Shoe Dog stared. Shoe Dog sniffed. No, Shoe Dog could not ever chew this new shoe. Do you think he's gonna keep doing that? She herself heard the crash and came running. She stood still. She stared. Shoe Dog rubbed noses with Shoe Cat. Shoe Dog tickled whiskers with Shoe Cat. Shoe Dog gave Shoe Cat a lick, 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 then a slurp, then a great big doggy slobber kiss. Good dog. She scratched his ears and patted his head. She rubbed his tummy and kissed Shoe Dog right on the nose. That night, Shoe Dog jumped on the big bed in the land of upstairs and curled up with his newfound friend until the two were warm as soup and cozy as pie. The end. All right, guys, I have one more book to share with you about shoes, and this one has one of my favorite kids' book characters in it, Pete the Cat. And the title is I Love My White Shoes, and it is written by Eric Litwin. All right, so let's get started. Let me get the book straight. Pete the Cat was walking down the street in his brand new white shoes. Pete loved his white shoes so much, he sang this song. I love my white shoes, I love my white shoes, I love my white shoes. Oh no, Pete stepped in a large pile of strawberries. What color did it turn his shoes? Red. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. He just kept walking along and singing his song. And he says, everything is cool. I love my red shoes, I love my red shoes, I love my red shoes. Oh no, Pete stepped in a large pile of blueberries. What color did it turn his shoe? Let's find out. Blue. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. He kept walking along and singing his song. He says, awesome. I love my blue shoes, I love my blue shoes, I love my blue shoes. Oh no, Pete stepped in a large puddle of mud. What color did it turn his shoes? Brown. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. He kept walking along and singing his song. And he says, groovy. I love my brown shoes, I love my brown shoes, I love my brown shoes. Oh no, Pete stepped in a bucket of water, and all the brown and all the blue and all the red were washed away. What color were his shoes again? Let's find out. White. But now they were wet. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. He kept walking along and singing his song. He says, rock and roll. I love my wet shoes, I love my wet shoes, I love my wet shoes. The moral of Pete's story is, no matter what you step in, keep walking along and singing your song. Because it's all good. The end. All right, thank you so much for joining me for story time today. If you liked any of these books, you can ask your adult to get them from the libraries. We have 2 in Page County, 1 in Luray, and 1 in the town of Shenandoah. And I'll have a website for them at the end of this video so they can look for them. And thank you again for listening to my stories, and I look forward to sharing more of them with you soon. Bye!